Greetings interwebs, this is Jack and King, and welcome to another part of the Roads to Master mini-series. While not as long and strenuous of a road as the time between Great and Ultra, the road from Ultra to Masters did have quite a few ups and downs, and unlike the gap between Great and Ultra, I actually recorded live commentary for a good chunk of the battles. First, let me go over the highlights of how my team has changed between the previous video and what we're gonna see going forward. For one, this was the point where I decided to swap Hissui Arcanine back into the picture. Typhlosion was fun, and I get why it's generally considered the more optimal of the two, but I found myself missing the rock coverage immensely during the time frame I was away from Arcanine. I did swap some of my moves around to include Rock Slide on Sneasler to try to make up for this, but it just wasn't enough in my opinion. The only real other rock type option that I have for the Hissui decks is Cleaver, and while I was strongly considering it, I just couldn't seem to make it work on the team the way Arcanine used to. So that was the main reason that Pokemon came back. Secondly was the idea of introducing Mega Frostlass into the team. While not a Hissui Pokemon directly, it was a Pokemon you could catch in the Hissui region, and the yokai themes kinda added to the vibe. As much as I would have loved to keep Cineseed for support, I was running into a point where I couldn't make a Gardevoir work as often as I wanted to. I still wanted to keep the Mega Gardevoir, but I was getting to a point where there were some battles I was bringing it because I felt obligated to bring my Mega Evolution. Not because it actually helped me counter the Pokemon on the opposing team. But it was still useful enough that I didn't want to ditch it altogether. So I thought bringing in a second Mega might be the solution. A big dilemma I was running into with Gardevoir was Psychic was my main counter towards Sneasler, yet Sneasler often outsped my Mega and one-shotted it with his Poison type due to the Fairy subtyping that my Mega Gardevoir had. Between being immune to a lot of options Sneasler could do, or at the very least not fainting in one hit, I felt Frostlass made for a good alternative to Gardevoir. Plus, having an option to use my own letter to cancel out a lot of the prominent letters roaming around in the meta was an idea I wanted to try out, especially because the extra defense boost from Aurora Veil could be very beneficial to my very specific niche of Pokemon that I was determined to make work. And the more I used the battles, the more it felt like it fit perfectly into the team. Sure, I did miss having a dedicated support Pokemon, but over the course of my battling, I finally found a good niche for Hisuiya Gudra, and that was essentially to replace the supportive role. Something finally clicked, and I focused on trying to work my Gudra to be as bulky as possible, investing its nature into a defensive build, along with investing all of his IVs from special attack to special defense to take hits better, while I used Shelter to build up my physical defense, and used the new to me at the time Body Press move to make up for the offense I was trading away. I could go on, but we got a lot of battles to get through before we reach Masters, so I suppose if I think of anything else I want to talk about, I'll make it part of the introduction for a future video. For now though, let's hop into some Pokemon battles. So I'm not sure how I'm going to commentate tonight, but I figured after the last match I should keep the mic up just in case something crazy happens again. So I just don't want to bring Tiger Lily right on to the ineffable Mega Blastoise. This could be a decent way to set up Studio Shock. Ah, man! Fake Out? I didn't even know I could learn that move. I can't even be mad, that's like well played. Like, you really made sure you got that Trick Room up, regardless of the cost. At least I think Studio Shock can do decently well in Trick Room. I guess we'll see. Yeah, there's always still the Mega coming. I don't think Mega Blastoise can really do anything to my Gudra. I got the gut feeling that it's gonna try, unless it's setting up for an Aurora Spear. I guess that could be a thing too. If so, then like Studio Shock is really gonna have to carry if I want to get for this in one piece. Dang, that was resistant and it still did that much to the Ninjalord. I didn't even like get it off like I hoped. Don't think Farigiraf is really an offensive Pokemon, so I can't even go for like a Sucker Punch to get past this shenanigans. Because that'll make the Water Spout a little bit weaker. I didn't realize that was a thing like that they commonly do. Oh, I should heal with Studio Shock. I don't think it would be enough to like offset the Water Spout, especially after a helping hand. Oh, right! Armor Tail's this thing. It's fine. I wouldn't have been able to get an attack off first anyways. The part that sucks is that now I'll speed Scarabor, and I'm definitely not bringing in Ingitus on here, but I might have to. Wish I could do something with it. Studio's turn to like make it easier on me. Maybe I should have brought Frostlass just to have a little bit of a boost. I don't know, I get the feeling that this match is already over, but I'm gonna play it out and do my best. Not really sure what I could have done, because I tried to stop the Trick Room from happening. Maybe I can outlast the Trick Room, but I think by that point all the Pokemon that it really matters for will be gone and dusted. Yeah, like, this will let me get a decent amount off, but I don't know if it'll be enough to penetrate for Blastoise. I'm not sure if it's worth enough to really heal off. I gotta try though. I'm gonna be down half my team without taking out a single one of their Pokemon at this rate. It's not helping hand boosted. Ah, I see why you did that. Oh man. So my heal didn't really even matter. I think I think their heal is enough to outset mine. I should have just gone for the Thunderbolt. It's not the end of the world. No, the heal come. Well, no, that's fine because that means Mega Gardevoir goes first. I actually kind of wish the Trick Room was up, so I could like body press that thing. But that Hyper Voice did over half. It's a little anticlimactic to just spam Hyper Voice for the rest of the match, but hey, if it works, it works. I don't see any other thing I should do with Tiger Lily until she goes down. I was tempted to use my Mystic Fire, but it did over half, so why not spread the damage, spread the love. Definitely use whatever it takes to even out the field. Should I life steal again in case I like take them both out and live? Screw it. I don't know if like being this full on help, I don't know if I'll be full enough on help that actually matter, but it'll make me feel good. I've been using like Goodra so much for body press shenanigans. It's nice to get this much mileage out of Life Dew, and they forfeited it. I can't say I blame them. Good game. I did honestly think that you had me in the first half there. Something feels kind of lucky about that 333. Will I actually be able to do anything with it? We'll see. But I have been feeling a lot better about Ultra Limbo than I had Great Limbo, so that's a start. I'm not quite sure about this, but I think Sneasler is the only thing Studio's really gotta worry about. And it has saved my butt quite a few times in past battles, so let's give it a shot. Uh-huh. I don't see any reason not to just immediately go for this. It's tempting to just get rid of Propeller, but who's to say that it'll even stay in? I guess giving Aurora Veil is a little more important. Not sure if I'm gonna be too talkative tonight. Like, it is late. So I'm not sure if I'm... I got the hype, but I'm not sure if I'm like 100% there and like going off tangent. Especially because I really want to concentrate, because I want to do as good as I can in these battles to actually get out of the Master Rank. I was a little worried. I was a little worried about that, but outside of getting confused with my best Propeller answer, I guess I could have gone worse. That being said, it might be useful to have it in case it has a Sneasler in the back, so I'll swap for now. And if I get an early start in setting up Studio Shock, then the Sneasler won't be as bad. I'm kind of surprised we're staying in with a Frackerig. Wow. I don't know why I pronounce it like that, but I guess because I started to say Dracfarig and yet we are. Okay, so they're setting up their backup plan. They do at least have a move. I think I made a pretty solid swap because left forward is pretty much going to recover any damage I would have lost. The question is what to do from here. Yeah, I mean, unless they want to switch, but this guarantees I get an earlier spikes, is what to do with Studio that I'm a little more iffy on. I guess if nothing else, then Shelter. The only problem with the setup is I don't really have anything good out here for the Propeller, at least at the moment. But I don't really want to swap because they don't really have anything good for me. Yeah, would have been a complete waste of a Sucker Punch if that happened. So something tells me this is their Mega, which is one of the reasons why I carry Flash Cannon on. I'm kind of also impressed with how many Hurricanes they've been getting off in this sweater. The good news is, like, at this range, I'm pretty sure Meganium can just, or I mean, Studio Shock can finish it off, especially if it Megas. I guess I'll go over Sucker Punch on Propeller. If I can, like, get their Mega out of the way this early on, that'd be pretty neat. It does give me one less thing to do with Frostlass, but if all Frostlass gets to do in this battle is set up Aurora Veil, that's great. It is still my best option for the Propeller because I specifically gave it Thunderbolt for water flying types like it. But just even a little chip damage off from the Propeller before it inevitably finishes me off should make this a bit easier. The only problem I have is, like, if I get confused again on Hurricane. An interesting alternative. This is why I'm specially defensive invested. Oh yeah! I just realized I brought Arcanine with me. It's got the rock. It's got the head smash. That could take care of Propeller if nothing else. I just don't know if it would be enough to take care of... Huh. I'm just wondering if a Rock Slide would also do the trick, but if this is the Pokemon that they're going to be sending out in this place, I might as well just go for the Head Smash. I only got one Shelter off, right? Oh. King Gambit could be crazy if I let it get too out of hand, though. Especially if I'm not going to use my Fire move on it. I might as well go for the Body Press and hope for the best. Yeah, if I needed one more Shelter in order to be able to pull that off, then that's on me. But it will be nice to not have to worry about making sure I save Frostlass specifically for the Propeller. This is... yeah, it's neutral. Pretty strong, but it is a signature move and all. Okay, perfect. I think I got this in the bag. What's left? The Fracture? Unfortunate timing. But I think it's also just the perfect timing. Because even they know that it's over. Well, on to the next one. Depending on who I get matched up with next. Wait, actually this might be it. No. The next one definitely will be though. Whew, but it's always when you're right, when you think you finally got it, that victory gets snatched away from you at the last moment. I would like to just get Masters done tonight, or immediately, and just go to bed. But we'll see how this pans out. Oh, Kangaskhan. It might be the Mega, if Meganium isn't, and if so, I have a wonderful Poke counter for that. Let me think. Yeah, I'll bring Goodra. I'm a little worried about Bridge Dragon, but I think between Hissui and Sneasler and Arcanine I can handle it. I might be able to, if it came down to a 1v1 between Goodra and Bridge Dragon, I could probably wall it out enough to build up to some body presses. Moment of truth though. I think this is gonna make or break it for tonight. Oh yeah, Goodra is also good for Aerodactyls because they love to dual wing beat Sneaslers. I think we can Rock Slide. It's a little bit safer, bit of spread. These Aerodactyls always carry Focus Sash, so it's not like I'm gonna one-shot it anyways. And if we're real good, they're gonna try to do a fake out dual wing beat into the Sneasler. What think more about it. Maybe the Kangaskhan will just flinch my Arcanine and there'll be dual wing beat. Huh. Can't remember the last time I seen an Aerodactyl with Protect. And that's really unfortunate. I was really hoping to catch... well, it didn't Mega, so I guess I'm in part of it. Might be waiting to see all my Pokemon before deciding what to Mega. Alright. So I'm gonna start building up shelters. Do I Rock Slide again? Yeah. If it does decide to evolve the Mega, the Kangaskhan, then Goodra's pretty good, because it can't do anything without just, completely slowing itself down so much that I just surpassed it. And once I build up enough defenses, then, then it's just complete victim to the body presses. I don't know, this is gonna be an interesting match. Bring out the Meganium. Interesting. The sucky part about this is that my Arcanine has Choice Scarf. Oh wow, that did a lot, even without Mega Evolving. I regret going for another shelter because I'm not gonna do any good now. And I have to swap if I want to swap my moves with my Arcanine. It might ruin the match for me, but I think I gotta sack off Studio. I could Life Dew, but I don't know, it'd be worth it. Better off if I do somehow survive, I'd probably be better off just getting the solid hit off on the Kangaskhan while I have a chance. But I don't think one speed drop's gonna be enough for me to outspeed either the Meganium or the Kangaskhan, and interesting. I guess I am a rock type, so it would have been a good play. Now, what do they have left? Because if that was their strongest physical option for Goodra, maybe enough to put this in the bag for me. Unfortunately, I doubt I'll outspeed the Typhlosion, and that would be its own issue. Kind of want to just go for Gyre Claw. Fake Out's not really going to be worth it because Typhlosion's just going to do his thing and this would just one-shot it anyways. Screw it. Kind of wondering... Oh wow, I got baited like a fish. Ooh! I don't know if Life Dew really matters, but it sure feels like an option. Oh dang, and unfortunately I won't be able to outspeed that Typhlosion, and that's what's really gonna destroy me, but... I don't know if I could take another one. Who do I have left? Everyone's still pretty good in the back. Screw it. Let's get a nice clean swap into Igneous. Lock myself into a Rock Slide. And go from there. I don't know if I'll need Diesel later on in the match, but should at least be able to take this hit. Oh man, and Studio Shock would like get it back to full health. I'm not sure if my Scarf would be enough to outspeed even with the Tailwind though, but at least a Rock Slide will still do a good chunk of damage to both of them. And this practically gets Igneous back up to full health. I think this might be Studio's last turn though. Alright, let's see how this goes down. And I really miss using Hissui and Typhlosion, but bringing Igneous back was the right call. He covers a lot of the holes to common metas that I was struggling with, like Mega Charizard, pretty decent counter for Aerodactyl, and I guess it might work in a pinch against King Gambit? I don't know. I haven't done enough matches to know for sure. Aw, oh, that sucks. At least I got the Aerodactyl, but like, I mean, with it being paralyzed, Aerodactyl's kind of like the lesser of the two threats. And it's their last two Pokemon. I kind of wish I wasn't locked into the Rock Slide, because Hissui and Typhlosion is definitely going faster than me. But I also am pretty confident that it's locked into the Eruption, so I should at least be able to take one hit. I forget if... no, it's part fire, so that would be neutral. Well, I guess it's a lot. I don't know what to go for, honestly. I guess taking out their Mega would be a good thing. I'm just a little worried that I'm not prioritizing that Typhlosion enough. Because Sneasler's not really gonna do that much. I'm really just banking on like hitting a couple Rock Slides and taking care of it. But that Eruption's gonna wear through my Pokemon eventually, and like the Mega, I'm sure will only help. Yeah, like Full Blast Solar Beam, right? The few times I fought these things, I've taken them out so quickly. Oof. There's a slight chance that going for Meganium might have been the right choice. Maybe. The only good thing about this is that it might just go down to a Fake Out, but... how many more turns of Tailwind are left? I think of just one turn too short. Even then, there's probably Scarfed, and I've done zero work in like wearing it down. I think you won this, and if so, good game. I guess I won't be getting the Masters quite today. Ah, man, shoot, that was a waste. I knew I should have just gone for the Rock Slide, but... yeah, good game. Oh, at least I tried. Maybe another day I can pull it out. I just don't know if I'll be willing to pull the mic back out again for it. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed. In case I don't really do any sort of outro, I've been Jackie King. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you take care.